Man, we put too much thought into what the business is supposed to look like and not as much thought into how do we run the business the most effective way we can. And I'll be honest with you, I have been a victim of that. NVIDIA overtakes Apple as the second most valuable company. NVIDIA just passed Apple after hitting $3.1 trillion after a 5.5% stock jump. The rally flows as U.S.-China trade agreement and news of a major AI infrastructure deal project with Saudi Arabia. NVIDIA will supply hundreds of thousands of GPUs to power a 500-megawatt data center built by Human, a Saudi-backed firm. The first phase alone includes 18,000 of NVIDIA GPUs. Damn. New GB300 Grace Blackwell super chip, bro. And look what he said. You need a super chip to build a super chip. You need a supercomputer to build a supercomputer. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Microsoft don't run enough to hold that spot. Because I think Microsoft got it right now. Microsoft don't run enough to hold that spot. Here we go. The $1 trillion babies. Microsoft, bro, watch this. So NVIDIA jumped up one. So Microsoft 3.4. NVIDIA is now 3.18. I think Apple's 3. Amazon, Alphabet, Saudi Army. That's the only one that's not public. Meta, Berkshire, Tesla, and Broadcom, bro. Bro, imagine building $1 trillion company, dog. Yo, we really bullshitting. We really bullshitting. Watch this. Majority of these people started the company that they are building in a situation like we are in now. Apple, Microsoft all started in somebody's garage. Facebook started in a dorm room. Jeff Bezos had like a crazy office space that had Amazon on a cardboard thing wrote on the wall. Elon, when he had the PayPal thing, when he sold all of that and then went slept on the couch. Man, we put too much thought into what the business is supposed to look like and not as much thought into how do we run the business the most effective way we can. And I'll be honest with you, I have been a victim of that. I was so focused on what it's supposed to look like in here, but bro, we've been focusing on the systems, what it looked like. I hit the team Monday with a fire. Hey, this is where we at, y'all. This is what we doing. Because my head because I'm telling you, I had to see a couple things that made me realize, oh, I'm tripping. This ain't got to be the Taj Mahal. It can be nice, it can be clean, but how does the business run? I say, bro, once you get the business operational, then you just keep getting better. You keep improving, you keep being efficient, you keep bringing in people that's smarter than you. Man, I heard one of the CEOs, I can't think of who it was, they said that. They was like, hey, I go hire people that's smarter than me at what they do. That way I don't gotta worry about trying to do what you do. You go hire people that's smarter than you at what they do so you can be really good at what you do, and then you paint the vision and everybody gets, let's go a little further, man. And here's why I said that the revenues from big tech, and I said this, I said the market goes wherever technology goes. Technology has led the market the last decade, bro. When technology is not good, the market does not do good. When technology run, the market run. The market cannot go without technology. It'll broaden out and it'll give it some balance, but the market can't go without technology going. And we see it right now. The S&P finally went green, barely, but it's green. NASDAQ, 4% from the highs, 5% from the high as well, right? Because that's what Let's go a little further. Amazon develops a robot that feels touch just like its human workers, bro. Not only that, but Amazon also doubled down. Jeff Bezos invested in their own cyber truck, right? Jeff Bezos backed the EV startup. Slate says it has raised nearly $700 million, which counts backers like Jeff Bezos, Mark Walters as investors, has closed out its Series A and B series funding, is now looking at a Series C. Prior to the announcement, the company had reportedly raised around $110 million. Hey, bro, I swear, I promise, I won't use God in this. I promise you, bro, I promise this, I promise this, I promise this. They gonna let me in one of these VC rounds. Bro, I promise this, bro. I'm gonna figure out a way. I gotta get in one of them, bro. Here's why, bro. I was looking at the thing for Uber, bro. Somebody invested $450,000 in Uber, bro, and it's worth like a couple $100 million. And I'm over here like, bro, like this. So here's the issue, y'all, like that I have. Like, it's not really an issue. Like, this is why I say we gotta love the market, right? Because, now, I will say this. A lot of these things fail. So let me say that. Like, a lot of them fail. Like, imagine like investing in Olipop, and then it gets purchased by you out of here. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these things fail, but bro, this where the money be at, bro. When you can spread that money in the VC rounds like this, them Series A's and Series, bro, if you can spread that money around like that, and you get that one that hit, bro. I'm gonna be investing in at least about 4 to 5 of these companies before they hit the market, bro. I'm gonna get in there. And I'm talking at least $500,000 each one. I'm gonna get in there, dog. I'm gonna make my way there, bro. Imagine, and bro, here's the crazy part. He not dropping like an insane amount of money in there. Look, the EV startup says it raised $700 million. Bro, Jeff probably just hit him with like 50. Now, I know you're looking at me like, Trap, that's a lot of money. I know it is, but he worked hundreds of billions. So he probably just dropped a like 50. He'll go a 50 burger. He'll go a 50 burger, and he probably got a 50 burger in about 10 of them. But if one of them go public, the 50 burger hits. The 50 burger now turns to $1 billion. 50 burger turns into $500 million. Damn. Then he got robots. Go back one. Then he got the robots that's touching, feeling. So you heard what Ginseng Wan said too. I think this went over people's head. And he said it in front of Trump. He said, manufacturing in America is not going to be the low-cost wage thing. It's going to be ran by computers and AI. That's what he said. So while we saying we got to bring jobs back to America, you got to listen.
That's what I was saying last week. You're going to open up the warehouse, and there's going to be robots in there.
You gotta listen. He literally said it. It's not about low-cost labor. It's gonna be run by AI. He said it.